This intense gas station robbery captures a chilling scene. A car pulls up, and a group of hooded men rush into the store, immediately taking control of the situation. Customers inside are forced to the ground as robbers clear out everything valuable. Just when it seems like the ordeal is ending, one of the thieves suddenly returns, causing the frightened customers to drop back to the floor. The robbers continue emptying the cash register before finally making their getaway. Once they leave, the shaking customers slowly get up and return to their cars, relieved that the nightmare is over. Working the night shift at a gas station means witnessing some wild moments, and this surveillance footage is proof. At 2 a.m., a heated argument breaks out in the parking lot, with a group of people gathered around a gray vehicle arguing with the driver. The situation quickly escalates, with the group yelling and approaching the driver's window. But instead of de-escalating, the driver hits the gas, seemingly trying to scare them off. What happens next is completely unexpected. One of the people manages to hop onto the car's hood and climb onto the roof. Rather than stopping, the driver takes off at full speed, tearing down the street with the person still clinging to the top. The footage shows the car speeding away until it disappears from view, leaving behind a completely surreal moment caught on camera. Sometimes disaster strikes for no reason. In this clip, a man watches in shock as the gas station pump malfunctions, spraying fuel all over his vehicle. You can almost feel his panic, but instead of reacting immediately, he freezes, seemingly unsure of what to do. The clip cuts off before we can see what happens next, but hopefully, he had the sense to get out of the way before things got worse. When something goes wrong at a gas station, standing still isn't always the best option. A bold robbery unfolded at a Texas gas station in the sweltering heat of July. Around 3:30 a.m., a man was walking back to his car from the convenience store when three men suddenly surrounded him, pointed a gun at him, and demanded his keys. He handed them over without resistance, and the suspects quickly piled into the vehicle. But instead of simply driving off, they fired several shots out of the window as they sped away. Security footage from inside the store shows the suspects casually lingering and even taking turns using the restroom before stepping outside to ambush their victim. After taking his belongings, they made off with the car, which was later found abandoned the next day. Fortunately, no one was injured in the ordeal. For most people, witnessing a gas station fire is a rare and terrifying experience. They aren't exactly everyday events, whether due to police negligence or other factors. But when they do happen, the consequences can be severe. In early 2023, a massive fire erupted from an RV parked near a gas station, leaving the structure heavily damaged.
He was unable to get near the vehicle due to the level of flames, and while doing so, he found a couple subjects who were inside the vehicle.
Like burnt plastic, a lot of burnt plastic.
One of the victims was out of the RV in front of the store. The other one was closer to the car wash. At that point, after interviewing him, we heard that there was a third victim, that he did not make it out.
The two other occupants of the RV were transported to local hospitals and in unknown condition at this time.
Despite the limited footage, mostly captured on personal phones, the aftermath was significant. The fire, though contained before it could escalate further, still resulted in one fatality and 2 injuries. The greatest fear in these situations is the fire reaching the underground fuel tanks, which could obliterate the station along with nearby businesses, buildings, or anyone unlucky enough to be in the area. Fires like this can spiral out of control in seconds, and the last place you'd want to be is right in the middle of one.
What's your name again, sir? I just got here.
You know my name.
What's his name?
Pretty sure it's James.
James?
He knows my name.
When all else fails, officers have their weapons as a last resort to protect themselves and those around them. It's not always the ideal solution, but in extreme cases, it becomes necessary. In Hudson, Florida, officers found themselves in a tense standoff with 79-year-old James Zambrodo outside a racetrack gas station.
Here, put the car in park and we'll talk outside. Can you put the car in park?
I can't talk in park because I already told you what's happening.
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
I'm not hurt. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't.
My name is James Zambrado.
Okay.
Yes. Very good. You can understand that, James Zambrado.
Okay.
Okay? And somebody's got a tap on my phone in here, and they know every minute what I'm doing. And I keep saying I'm going to either run through the window or I'm going to run into the car once he moves it. And they've already done that. I don't know how many times. I've already pissed my pants.
So why can't you step out of the car?
Because I'm not going to go out. I'm doing the same thing you're not. You're going to want me to get out of this car so they can try and get me.
The situation unfolds as an officer repeatedly instructs Zambrodo to exit his vehicle, but he refuses, engaging in a tense back and forth. Given his erratic behavior, the officers quickly assess him as a potential threat.
I got enough time, even if you think, here's another call.
They get gas in here, man. Hey, why don't we go inside and get a coffee?
All right, keep it up.
Why don't we go inside and get a coffee?
Okay, just keep, see, now you got all kinds of guys that you don't think I want to run into. I'll run into anything, it takes 2 seconds for me to hit it.
You're gonna go to jail then. You're gonna go to jail if you do that.
I know I don't want to. I don't want to.
Come inside, let's get a coffee.
I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want nobody to hurt me, and I don't want.
Hey James,
all right.
let's go get a coffee.
You can keep saying that thing over and over again until you figure out a way to, shut me up. It's still cool enough in the car, whether I shut the window or not. There's enough to make me live long enough. I got enough gas in here to make me last long enough.
His speech is unclear, making it difficult for the officers to de-escalate the situation despite their efforts to reason with him.
What do you mean? Is he just sitting there?
Rolled up to me and he's saying that he's never in the gas pump or some money or something himself. You need to step out of the car, guys.
What are you doing? I can't hear you.
Don't talk to me. I already told him my name.
You see what
Don't talk to me.
What are you reaching for?
There's another channel.
Don't reach for anything.
Crazy.
What are you doing here today?
Not crazy.
What are you doing here today?
Trying to make me go to sleep or something. But I got enough gas in my car.
He thinks people are listening to him on the radio.
Yeah, you think I'm a millionaire or something? I got all this money?
You see what I'm
No, we're just trying to figure out if you're okay. We're only here to...
No, I'm not in any kind of pain. I can last another 5 or 6 hours. I got
Wow.
enough gas to last another 5 hours.
But where are you headed? Where are you headed at?
Tell anybody where I'm headed.
You don't have to tell us, but I want to make sure you're in a condition. I want to make sure you're in a condition you should be driving.
Sir, cool enough. I already told him my name.
A second officer arrives, but Zambrodo remains trapped in his paranoid delusions, claiming they're trying to put him to sleep or listening to him on the radio. His confusion raises serious concerns for everyone present.
Can you just put it in park for me? So we can talk to you? Alright, just put it in park for me, that's all. We don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to move. I just need you to put it in park for me, that's all.
I don't know if we have I don't want him to get away. He can't. I just don't want him to. He's just not in a condition to drive. But we can't open the door for him to let him drive.
I can't hear you.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna sit in the
Well, that's one.
and it's gonna be a week before
I can't hear you. Put your window down. James, we're just talking to you, that's all. You're not in any trouble. Do me a favor, put your car in park for me.
He's gonna hit this thing any second. Do you realize if you go any further, your tires are gonna get popped?
We need him in the back.
Is it that long? What'd you get from Checkers? You're not afraid to die? We don't want you to die. That's the problem.
He barely provides any information beyond his name, unable to recall basic details like the date or his location.
What are you doing?
James, put the car.
What are you doing, James? What are you trying to do here, bud? What are you trying to do?
James, just put the car in park, that's all.
Don't reach for anything. Do not reach for anything.
Is it good? Hey!
Do not. Do not. Do not. Put your hands up. Bash the window. Put the windows up. Hey, put the window down. Put that gun down now. Put the gun down. I do not want to do this. Put the gun down. Put the gun. I do not want to do this, sir. Please do not do this. Please do not do this. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. Do not Do not, sir, please do not do this. Do not do this. Listen to me. Yes, you do. I'm looking at it. Lift your hand up. Lift your hand up.
With additional squad cars on the scene and spike strips set up to stop him if he attempts to drive away, Zambrodo closes his window, shutting down communication entirely. Nothing seems to reach him. Tension reaches its peak when he suddenly pulls a gun from inside his car. Officers quickly back away as the situation spirals out of control. We won't show what happens next, but with no other options left, multiple shots were fired. Fortunately, no one was seriously injured and Zambrodo was taken to a nearby hospital to receive medical care for his wounds. There are plenty of ways to pay for gas, but this definitely isn't one of them. It's easy to see why the guy is on edge. There's something about that woman that completely scrambles his judgment. We've all missed an exit or an entrance before. It happens. Sometimes it's a lapse in attention, other times it's a complete miscalculation. But few mistakes are as dramatic as turning at the wrong angle and plowing straight into a gas pump instead of pulling up next to it. In this clip, a car swerves into the gas station lot and slams headfirst into a pump, knocking it over on its side. Luckily, the damage is minimal, but take a moment to notice how the car just sits there for a beat, almost as if the driver is processing what just happened. And then, as if deciding to erase reality itself, they suddenly speed off like nothing ever occurred. It was a quiet day in 1996, until it wasn't. A call comes in about a reckless driver speeding dangerously and nearly causing multiple accidents. When police catch up, the situation is worse than expected. The driver is swerving into oncoming traffic, barely avoiding head-on collisions. It turns out he's in the middle of a full-blown psychotic episode.
He almost 1053 vehicle.
Then things escalate.
Affirmative, across the county line, about a half mile in.
The car tears down the highway at 110 miles per hour, dodging stop sticks meant to slow it down. Eventually, one spike strip blows a tire, but the chase barrels straight into town.
Units be advised, he just went through another stick. The subject stop? Negative, 10-10.
Near a gas station, officers realize they need to stop this immediately. Suddenly, an explosion. Flames erupt near the vehicle, but the driver, completely detached from reality, seems unaware of the danger. Officer Riley and his team doesn't hesitate. Risking their own lives, they rush into the chaos, pulling the man from the burning car just as the flames intensify. Miraculously, no lives were lost that day.
Sir, how in the hell you missed that big ass driveway and drive in the ditch?
When you get 88 years old, you might miss the whole...
You need to put the car down if you can't drive them. You done put the whole damn car in the ditch. So that driveway is 28,000 feet long.
Parking at the pump can sometimes be a challenge, but this driver took missing the mark to a whole new level. Instead of pulling up to the gas station, he somehow ended up in a ditch across the street, nowhere near the pumps.
But you all right though?
Yeah, my grandson coming with me.
You just got out and walked in. You ain't even had no injuries. Look at God. God is good.
All the time. He ain't never fail.
Oh my God.
This clip is as unsettling as it gets. Captured by a customer, the footage shows the gas station cashier behaving in an incredibly eerie and bizarre manner.
Over the place, don't go to jail. Don't, what's wrong? Stop. Talk to me. Chill out, talk to me. What's wrong?
She appears completely disconnected from reality, acting almost as if possessed. A confused customer tries to make sense of the situation, and as another person enters the store, both struggle to understand what's happening, but neither can figure it out. Armed robberies are terrifying enough, but this one takes it to another level. Then instead of a gun, this suspect walks into a gas station wearing a clown mask and brandishing a sword to threaten the cashier. It's easily one of the most bizarre and unsettling robberies caught on camera, both disturbing and strangely original in its execution. Robbery and assault are terrible crimes, but at least they usually have a motive. This, however, was pure chaos. In June 2023, a man walked into a Detroit gas station and attempted to set it ablaze by piling trash on the floor and igniting it with a handheld torch. The fire quickly spread, trapping the terrified clerk behind the counter. Though he managed to escape, he suffered first-degree burns and required medical treatment. The suspect was later arrested and charged with multiple offenses, including arson and attempted murder.
St. Clair, we're on St. Clair, making a right on St. Clair. I'm off on St. Clair. Light traffic, left on East 60th.
Saturday night in Cleveland took a chaotic turn when his Chevy Blazer sped down I-90, going 20 miles per hour over the limit. A state trooper spotted the reckless driver and signaled for him to pull over, but instead of stopping, the driver floored it, kicking off a high-speed chase through the city streets. For 5 intense minutes, the Blazer weaved through traffic, pushing the limits before attempting a turn onto St. Clair Avenue. But the maneuver went horribly wrong. The driver lost control, flipping the vehicle and crashing into another car at a gas station.
What are you guys running? I don't know. I was just in the car. They were giving me a ride. Please, my girlfriend's out. Get over here. Over here. Put your hand behind your back. I'm in trouble, sir. Yeah. Sure, we assessed right by Patterson, sure.
Anything else?
No, sir, nothing.
You guys threw everything out.
I didn't have anything, sir. I don't even do drugs yet. I just have.
194, clear. You can pull me out here.
Miraculously, the 3 passengers in the Blazer walked away with only minor injuries. The driver, however, wasn't as lucky. Already wanted on a felony warrant, he now faces additional charges for OVI and fleeing. And, as if that weren't enough, One of the passengers was also a wanted suspect, and she was caught with drugs. Trouble never seems to come alone. There's a reason certain modifications are illegal, especially when it comes to cars. This driver had both a natural gas tank and a propane tank running in parallel, a method some use to switch to cheaper propane while driving. But whatever money he saved was instantly wiped out when his car literally exploded at a gas station. The damage was extensive, and any hopes of a quick repair went up in smoke. With a vehicle this wrecked, he might have to buy a new one altogether, proving that cutting corners to save a few bucks isn't always worth the risk. A gas station customer captured this bizarre scene, which quickly went viral for all the wrong reasons. In the footage, a smoking car pulls into the parking lot and intentionally rams into another vehicle, not once, not twice, but 3 times. The reckless driver even damages his own car in the process before casually driving away as if nothing happened.
But this nigga just drove off with the pump attached.
You really did that. Look at that shit.
What's wrong with this?
He said, what's he gonna do? It's like, not my problem. He's out.
Accidents happen, but this guy didn't seem to care one bit. In this clip, filmed by another customer, a man breaks a gas pump nozzle, but instead of reporting it or showing any concern, he just leaves it lying on the ground and drives away without a second thought.
That nigga gone, bruh. And I'm gonna go tell him.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Lay on the ground now! Don't grab the gun! Put your hands out! Don't move! You understand me? Yes, ma'am. Don't move!
Crime can escalate in an instant, and this Seattle gas station robbery was no exception. 2 men attempted to rob a corner store, but their plan quickly unraveled when officers arrived on the scene. One suspect managed to escape in the getaway vehicle, leaving his partner behind to fend for himself. Body cam footage and store surveillance capture the chaos as it unfolds.
Put your hands behind. Don't do it. Do not. You understand me? Yes, sir. Look out. Put your hand down.
The armed suspect tries to make a run for it but isn't fast enough. Officers tackle him to the ground before he can slip away. Had they reacted even a second slower, or if the suspect had been just a bit quicker, he might have escaped entirely, especially given how lacking the store's surveillance seemed to be. While officers were able to identify the getaway car, the second suspect remains at large.
Put your hand behind your back. Other one now.
Hopefully they track him down before he strikes again. In May 2023, an Atlanta gas station became the scene of an unexpected and brutal robbery. Security footage from an Exxon station captures a man near the gambling machines, seemingly minding his own business. But after stepping off camera for a few minutes, he returns wielding a small sledgehammer and starts smashing one of the machines. Though the footage doesn't show it, reports indicate that as the suspect went to work on the machine, his accomplice pulled a gun on the clerk and stopped them from calling 911. Realizing their plan wasn't working, the two men abandoned the machine and robbed the store instead, escaping with roughly $1,000 in cash.
Hey, put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. What is it? Put your hands up. What is it? Hey, listen. Hey, you got a 417, bro. Put your hands up.
In August 2023, a tense standoff outside a Los Angeles gas station ended in the fatal shooting of Arturo Cernes by sheriff's deputies. The footage, released the following month, captures the critical moments leading up to the shooting. A gas station attendant reports a customer acting erratically and visibly armed, prompting a swift police response.
Don't reach for it. Hey, get on the ground. Let me get my. Hey, don't reach for it. Get on the ground. Get on the ground then. Get on the ground. Hey, get on the ground. Hey, listen. Get on the ground.
Officers arrive with weapons drawn and aimed at Cernes, who appears relatively calm but refuses commands to get on the ground. He raises his hands behind his head, signaling he isn't reaching for his weapon, yet continues to argue and gesture.
Yeah. What's the address here? Leave your hands on your head. Leave your hands on your head.
Despite repeated warnings not to reach for his bag or pockets, Cernes keeps fumbling with them. Security footage shows him kneeling, while body cam footage is partially obstructed as officers take cover.
Hey, stop reaching in your pocket. No, keep your hands on your head. No, stop keep reaching. Your hands on your head. Leave your phone alone. Stop reaching.
Eventually, deputies claim he reached for a weapon from his back pocket. Due to limited visibility in the body cam recordings, the exact moment isn't clearly seen, but officers respond by firing. Cernes is pronounced dead at the scene.
Police. Get on, police, wake up.
This wild police body cam footage captures an intense foot chase at an Exxon gas station in Kennewick, Washington. Officers initially arrived to check on a man asleep inside a parked vehicle near the gas station pumps. The situation escalated quickly.
Hello, Kennewick Police. Hey, you alright, man? Fine. Okay, well, you were passed out of the pump for a little bit. You want to go and turn the car off?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, you're just going to take off?
I have to, bro.
Why?
Because I have somebody to do it.
No, just turn the car off right now.
No, sir.
Let's turn the car off.
No, don't.
Get out of the car.
Back up. Back up.
Dispatch 1 gunpoint.
Back up. I have
Get out of the car.
Condition.
Out of the car.
I have a condition.
Get on the car. Get on the ground.
I have a condition. I have a condition.
Okay,
Leave me alone.
fine. Get out of the car.
Leave me alone.
On the ground. Get on the ground.
Get on the ground. Chase. Don't do this.
Northbound or CCP.
The moment he woke up, he was visibly agitated and confrontational, clearly unhappy with the police presence. Attempts to de-escalate went nowhere. Instead, the man pulled out what appeared to be a screwdriver, a clear sign to officers that he wasn't going to cooperate. When asked to step out of the vehicle, he reached towards the passenger side, possibly for a firearm. Then, in a sudden move, he bolted from the car, sparking a high-speed foot chase through the area. Officers pursued immediately, with the entire chaotic scene caught on body cam.
Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! Drop the gun! King 911 dispatch, he's got a gun! Get on the ground! Drop the gun! Any fire? Yeah. Get on the ground! King 911 dispatch, he's fired one shot. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! On the ground, drop it now!
around. Okay. Okay, we have one suspect down. Shots fired.
Where's the gun?
Okay. Jago, holster up.
It won't move. I think I'm hit. I think I'm hit hell.
I'm not trying to driving. She's driving. Why did you put more into the gas? Because we got a call about you, okay? A flat tire? You got your ID on you? Yeah, I do.
Not everyone fully understands the dangers of drinking and driving until they get caught. In 2022, Marion police responded to a bizarre accident where a vehicle hit a bicycle, causing a flat tire. When officers arrived, they found an 18-year-old girl who had been celebrating her birthday with her 22-year-old sister and their mother.
Were you driving? Why? No. Okay, who was driving? It wasn't me. Okay. I came over here. She took off walking. Why? Okay. She lives on Greenwood. Why? You guys are intoxicated. I'm here because okay, now what? Driving. What's the point? Okay, somebody obviously was driving. You guys Dewan was driving. He lives on Greenwood and he just took off. I said I was driving, but I'm not. No, Dewan was driving.
The two sisters initially deny that anyone was driving the vehicle.
Were you guys coming down Greenwood? Not Greenwood. We came from Bucyrus. Like 20 minutes. We came from Bucyrus, and she said she wanted to come here, and I said, okay, well. You guys haven't been here for 20 minutes. Somebody just saw you guys driving down Greenwood, and you ran over a bike. We know Greenwood. She walked back. We're not even from here. We're from Bucyrus. And she said she wanted to come here, so I drove her here. Listen, and it's so my birthday. Here. I saw she needed gas, so we put up here. Who's Dewan? Was a guy with you? Who? Dewan? He left. Who? Okay, Dewan. But he wasn't driving? No, he wasn't. I've been the driver here because they need a DD, and I'm the only DD. So.
Later, one admits that she was behind the wheel, but insists she doesn't remember hitting anything.
Okay, whose alcohol is on the driver's side door? Why are you guys listening to my daughters and not me when I'm not the one who's drunk? Dewan was in the car with us. We gave him a ride from someplace else. He lives on Greenwood. That's where we just came from. He's in the garage right now with his dad and his girlfriend.
Sit down.
Searching our car and stuff, and they didn't ask, and I know for a fact.
We don't have to ask. It's called a PC search. Look it up.
What was your probable cause?
Open container. She just told you.
From Dewan to down the street. You don't
okay,
lower your voice,
still in your vehicle.
Going to jail. Do you understand? How is raising her voice going to jail? Persistent disorderly conduct, because I have told her to stop multiple times. She's sitting down on the concrete. That's not persistent. Yeah. When you're outside of a business screaming at 3 in the morning, it is disorderly conduct. Right back on her. Exactly, because she's not listening. Okay, why don't you have a seat with her?
Their mother starts yelling at the officers, trying to stop them from searching the car. Meanwhile, it becomes painfully clear that all three are intoxicated.
Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready, okay? Okay, you ready? 6 inches? How far is that? 6 inches, just like I showed you. Okay. 1. I'm not even sure why you're running 3. 4. Just okay when we're done, honey. Okay. Listen. I can't do that on my one foot. I'm sorry. I can't. Look at me. I know that you told me that you're the designated driver. How much have you had to drink tonight? I haven't had any. I have a vape, okay? If you want me to be honest, I have a vape. But other than that... Okay. A vape like nicotine? Okay. Like this? Kaylin, do you think that you're okay to be driving right now? I do. I trust myself over the life. It's her 22nd birthday, okay? I'm trying to make it, like, good for her. And I told her I'd drive her. But I haven't been drinking. I've literally just been smoking my vape. And if you really want me to show you it, I'll show you my vape, whatever it is, in my pocket. I'm trying. You know, I have my messed up ankle, but I'm trying. I'm trying to make it for them. I haven't hit anything, you know. I'm trying to, like, make it straight. If it was on my right ankle, I could do it, but on my left, I really can't. So who hit the bike on Greenwood? I really don't. Is Greenwood in Bucyrus or Marion? I really don't know. Did you hit a bike? I didn't hit a bike. Then how'd your tire get flat? Probably because she hasn't had an oil change or whatever in so long. I really don't know anything about cars.
A field sobriety test confirms the driver isn't so fit to drive, despite her insistence that she only smoked her vape.
What are you arresting her for?
Put your palms together like you're praying.
What are you arresting her for? Shut up. No, hell no, that's my daughter. Would you ask if your daughter was being arrested?
I'm gonna lift your sleeves up, okay?
What are you
so it's not
arresting
pinching
her
you.
for? What is she being, Kaylin? Don't worry about it. What are you arresting her for? You know you're on body cam, right? You're not gonna answer me?
She's an adult, and I don't have to explain it to you.
It's my daughter.
She's an adult.
Because I'm gonna make sure
She doesn't have to answer you.
What is she being arrested
You can
for?
call the jail and ask what she's been arrested
You guys are really being that petty over a
Yeah.
flat tire?
for. We're not being
You're not gonna
petty.
tell me when she's being
It's all about how you're presenting yourself, ma'am.
And that's how
If
you
you were,
presented yourself. You give me
No, I
attitude, you're
didn't.
gonna give her back.
No, I didn't.
I don't give a arresting my daughter for what? For what? What is she being arrested for?
Given the fact that they were over there doing field sobriety tests, it's probably OVI.
You didn't catch her behind the wheel.
We don't have to.
You don't? Okay, prove that. We went and beat.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling. Hey,
Stop.
I'll tell you what. You're about to get arrested
I'm trying
too.
to find out what's wrong with your
As a matter of fact,
sister.
stand up. Stand
God
up.
damn.
Stand up.
Okay. What are you arresting her for?
She just backhanded
I know,
you,
but
and
it's
she's
my
intoxicated.
daughter and she's drunk. It's her 22nd birthday.
Well, she gets to spend the rest of it in jail.
That's crazy.
When officers move to arrest the driver, chaos erupts. The sister punches their mother, and police arrest her too.
It's a simple question. Are you going to give her your answer?
It's why I give a word. I'm not doing this.
No.
No. Until
Take her
you give
to
me a
jail.
word,
No,
I'm
you
not
won't.
doing it.
At the station, the driver refuses a urine test and is formally charged. A birthday night gone completely wrong. As summer approached, tensions were rising and violent crimes were becoming increasingly brazen, even under broad daylight and clear surveillance. This clip captures a tragic and senseless act of violence in just a few chilling seconds. Anton Benoit was at a gas station, filling up his tank, looking forward to a fresh start with a new job after struggling through years in and out of prison. Suddenly, multiple masked gunmen rushed out of the vehicle and opened fire, targeting the 31-year-old without hesitation. Despite the clear surveillance footage, Chicago police have yet to identify the shooters or uncover a motive behind the attack. Anton's loved ones are left with more questions than answers, searching for justice in a case that remains unsolved. A disturbing attack at a Houston gas station left an 80-year-old man with a broken hip after a seemingly random altercation. The incident begins when the suspect pulls up next to the elderly man and steps out of his car. After a brief exchange, he suddenly throws a water bottle at the victim before turning back towards his vehicle. As he drives forward, the older man throws the bottle back, but instead of leaving, the suspect physically assaults him, knocking him to the ground. Due to his age, the fall resulted in a serious hip injury, requiring surgery. A senseless act of violence that should have never happened.
I definitely got his position was speeding out of the parking lot. When it started. Alright, they're lit up, still on the service road, past McDonald's.
On May 4th, around 11:20 a.m., Houston police officers were conducting a multi-agency narcotics investigation along the Gulf Freeway. As part of the operation, the HPD Highway Interdiction Unit pulled over a vehicle at a gas station.
What's up, brother? Hey, how we doing? You in park? Is this your track? Yes, sir. How long you been having it?
2018.
All right, you got driver's license on you, buddy? Where you headed to?
Right now,
what?
I'm gonna go get a hotel.
Oh, all right, where at?
I'm not sure yet. Well, I was gonna take some of my stuff.
Okay. You got any weapons in here, brother? Okay.
The driver, 23-year-old Jimmy Bryan, initially complied as officers approached and spoke with him. But within seconds, the situation took a drastic turn.
What are you doing on your phone?
I was gonna show you some pictures of the truck.
Of what?
The vehicle when I first got it.
Oh, don't worry about it, man. Let's get that ID. No, yeah, you're fine. You don't have any ID on you? Here, why don't you do me a favor? Take off your seatbelt and step out. Did you just hear me? Look at me. Take off your seatbelt.
Are you requesting me?
I'm telling you to take off your seatbelt and step out. Why don't we do this? Put your hands on. All right.
Without warning, Bryan pulled out a weapon and opened fire.
I'm in hit!
Officer J. Sally was hit in the lower pelvic area, while his partner, Officer M. McMurdy, remained unharmed. The officers quickly returned fire, striking Bryan in the exchange. Sally was rushed to Memorial Hermann Southeast Hospital in a private vehicle, while paramedics transported Bryan to another hospital. Both survived the encounter. Bryan now faces 2 accounts of aggravated assault of a public servant, which started as a routine stop, escalated in an instant, serving as yet another example of how unpredictable police work can be. On April 2, 2023, a woman allegedly gave birth inside a Texas gas station restroom and left her baby behind. Surveillance footage captured a white Cadillac pulling up at 9:59 p.m., with a woman stepping out and heading into the bathroom. When she emerges, there's visible blood on her legs, but she simply walks back to her car and drives away. Later, a gas station worker, assuming it was a prank, discovered what was initially thought to be a doll in the toilet. However, after further inspection, it became clear that it was an abandoned newborn. Authorities later identified the woman as 25-year-old Diana Guadalupe Zavala Lopez, who was charged with tampering with evidence and a human corpse. During questioning, she claimed she didn't know she was pregnant and started experiencing severe pain after leaving a party. She said she felt something coming out of her in the restroom but flushed the toilet without looking before leaving the scene. Lopez later attempted to flee the country but was apprehended. The case has sparked widespread debate. Does it remind you of any similar incidents? On August 2, 2023, an undercover drug operation in Neenah, Wisconsin, ended with the fatal shooting of 31-year-old Nathan Brees. The operation involved a controlled drug buy, during which law enforcement tracked Brees to a gas station, where they planned to arrest him. Surveillance footage shows Brees entering the gas station store to pay, unaware that officers were closing in. The moment he steps outside, officers rush in and a chase ensues.
Man, Breezy, get out of the ground! Get out of the ground right now! Down! Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. Stand by. Here we go. Man, Breezy, get out of the ground! Get out of the ground right now!
Breeze tries to flee and police open fire, killing him. According to the officers involved, Breeze spun around quickly, lifted his shirt with one hand, and reached towards his waist with the other. They believed he was about to draw a weapon and responded accordingly. The incident remains under scrutiny, raising questions about police tactics and high-risk arrests. Not every gas station incident turns deadly, but sometimes it's just pure luck that no one gets seriously hurt. In April 2019, a woman accidentally drove her vehicle straight into a Circle K gas station, sending the counter flying several feet and giving the store clerk a terrifying scare. Despite the shocking impact, no one was injured, and the driver remained at the scene. However, she was later charged with driving while intoxicated, and aside from legal consequences, she's likely facing a massive insurance bill. When most people think of gas station robberies, they imagine someone holding up the register, but in this case, the target wasn't cash. It was the car itself. The video shows a woman refueling her vehicle when, out of nowhere, a man jumps inside. She desperately tries to stop him, but he speeds off, dragging her down as she holds onto the fuel nozzle. A moment is all it takes for a routine gas stop to turn into a nightmare, proving that criminals don't always go for the obvious target. Surveillance footage from Irvine shows just how fast opportunistic thieves can strike when a car is left unattended. The video captures a suspect pulling up to a Chevron station, scanning the lot for potential targets. It doesn't take long. He spots an unlocked vehicle, quickly reaches inside, and grabs a bag containing an expensive Fuji camera from the front seat. In a matter of seconds, he is back in his car and gone, all in broad daylight. A perfect example of how a moment of distraction can lead to costly losses. In Indo, California, a suspected drunk driver who had just fled from police ended up causing massive destruction at a gas station. The footage captures the moment the out-of-control vehicle slams into two gas pumps, instantly igniting a massive fire. Despite the intensity of the crash, both the driver and his dog survived.
I think they're both lucky. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're banged up.
Nearby workers captured the aftermath on their phones, showing just how severe the damage was. The 24-year-old driver now faces multiple charges, including DUI and animal cruelty, while the gas station is left with an estimated $100,000 in damages.
It happened off hours, so no one was here to get injured because it would have been a lot worse.
A tense night unfolded in Pinellas Park when officers responded to a domestic disturbance call at a gas station. A woman, fearing for her safety, had locked herself in the bathroom, while her 24-year-old partner, Calvin Brockington, remained outside. Officer Durr was the first to arrive, attempting to de-escalate the situation, but Brockington wasn't interested in talking. Instead, he walked straight up to the officer and opened fire, hitting him right inside the gas station. As chaos erupted, Brockington stormed into the store, stole a man's keys, and tried to make an escape. Officer Gavin arrived at the scene just as Brockington carjacked a vehicle and sped towards her, firing shots in her direction before peeling out of the gas station. A high-speed chase ensued on Ulmerton Road with officers in pursuit. The situation finally came to an end when police caught up with Brockington and took him into custody, bringing a dangerous night to a close. Back at the Circle K, Officer Durr was rushed to the hospital. Fortunately, his injuries weren't life-threatening and he is expected to make a full recovery. Two people on a scooter had no idea that they were about to be caught in a terrifying encounter. Just as they pull up to a gas station, a bull suddenly charges in from out of frame. With no time to react, both the driver and passenger leap off the scooter and run for safety, abandoning the vehicle in sheer panic. The bull, undeterred, slams full force into a gas pump, knocking it over with incredible strength. The sheer impact is enough to make you wonder, what if the bull had targeted the riders instead? This could have ended much worse, but thankfully, they escaped unscathed. Captured by security cameras, this horrifying accident is one of the worst gas station crashes you'll ever see. Imagine working at a gas station, minding your own business, when suddenly, a car smashes straight through the storefront, nearly reaching the counter. The impact is nothing short of terrifying. The sheer force of the crash leaves debris everywhere, and anyone inside the store had to be moments away from serious danger. Some driving mistakes are minor. This one was disastrous. In this wild security camera footage, a white truck makes a terrible decision while pulling into a gas station. Instead of taking the correct entrance, the truck cuts across at the worst possible moment, colliding head-on with another car. The impact is so intense that the truck flips over, leaving behind a chaotic wreck. You can bet the driver will think twice before attempting that maneuver again.
Dude, if you hit 50, I'm literally blowing up this car right now.
What? Oh my god!
This clip captures a common fear many people have while refueling: a massive gas spill. Two teenagers are filling up the car, seemingly without any issues, when a man suddenly walks up to deliver some bad news. Confused, they open the car door, only to realize that all the gas has spilled onto the ground instead of into the tank.
What? Oh, oh. What the What do I do? Dude, what the doesn't it have a stop?
Not only do they have to refill from scratch, but they're also left with a pricey mistake that could have been easily avoided.
Why did it stop? Okay. Oh no!
Agora, rapaziada, agora aqui, ó. E aí, fiote? E aí, fiote? Chega pra cá, filho. Chega pra cá, mano. Você é louco?
A devastating explosion at a Rio Claro gas station turned a normal day into a full-blown disaster. The fire initially starts near a gas truck, rapidly spreading and engulfing the entire station in flames. But if you thought that was bad, it gets much worse. As the fire intensifies, the entire station is obliterated in a massive explosion. Even the person filming, standing at what seemed like a safe distance, barely avoids the shockwave and debris.
Ó, tem gente lá perto do caminhão lá, mano. Vem pra cá, Ibe, vem pra cá, Ibe, vem pra cá, filho, vem pra cá. Caralho, malandro. Cê é louco, tio.
When the camera pans back, there's nothing left. Just scraps and destruction where the gas station once stood.
That's interesting. How big is that explosion gonna be? Maybe we should get out of here. I'm starting to think we should get out of here. Or like to the other end of the parking lot. I gotta watch this, man. Dude, if we get to the other... What if it hits the gas stations, though? I don't want to drive away from this, but man... I don't, exploding cars are really dangerous. That's a good point. What about like the other side of the road? I gotta stay around. This is kind of scary. That's pretty, there it is. Oh my god. Here they come.
Firefighters are no strangers to danger, but some calls are riskier than others. This footage captures an extremely close call at a gas station. A car is on fire, just minutes away from causing a massive explosion. If the flames reach the pumps, the entire station could go up in a fireball. Luckily, firefighters arrive just in time, extinguishing the fire before things escalate into catastrophe. This is one of those moments where seconds truly make the difference. At first glance, this Venezuelan worker seems to be casually mopping the gas station floor, but a closer look reveals something far more dangerous. Instead of water, he's using gasoline, spraying it all around the ground with the fuel nozzle before mopping it around as if it were a cleaning solution. It's hard to say if this was pure confusion or total disregard for safety, but either way, it's disaster waiting to happen. Even in routine moments, danger can appear out of nowhere. This Detroit officer was simply standing inside a gas station when a man suddenly lunged at him, sparking a violent struggle. What starts as an intense brawl quickly escalates as the suspect grabs for the officer's gun, trying to disarm him. But was it just about the weapon, or was he looking for a fight? The two crash into displays, grapple for control, and throw each other around in a chaotic scene caught on camera. As the struggle continues, the suspect eventually breaks free and runs, along with another man who wasn't involved in the attack. The officer, gas station workers, and bystanders are left shaken, but thankfully unharmed. Perhaps the most unsettling part. Once the dust settles, people simply go back to business as usual, as if this kind of violence is just another day in Detroit. Forgetting to remove the gas station pump before driving off might be more common than you think. In this clip, a rush driver hops back into his car without disconnecting the pump, giving it a serious tug as he speeds away. Luckily, the damage is minimal. No fuel spills, no explosions. But had he been going just a little faster or pulled with a little more force, the outcome could have been much worse. A small moment of carelessness at the pump can lead to a big disaster. This clip leaves more questions than answers. The vehicle comes barreling into the gas station at an alarming speed, causing massive destruction in seconds. 2 gas pumps are taken out, along with an entire car, leaving behind a scene of absolute chaos. But the real mystery is how it even happened. Where was the car coming from? Why was it moving so fast? The damage is unbelievable, but hopefully, no one was seriously injured in the aftermath. It's 4:15 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon in Detroit at a gas station on Grand River Avenue. A black Jeep Cherokee pulls in, but not for gas. Instead, the driver maneuvers around the pumps, positioning himself with clear intent. Then, in an instant, gunfire erupts. Lives are taken in the blink of an eye, and before anyone can react, the gunman speeds off, heading southeast on Grand River. The Jeep's license plate is invalid, making the suspect even harder to track. With no immediate leads, he vanishes into the city, leaving behind devastation and unanswered questions.
Right now you're being detained, okay? So this report is stolen.
Why?
Since when? You're not in a restaurant, you're just being detained, okay?
What's report is stolen?
Grabbing an officer's weapon is a move that rarely ends well. This tense body cam footage captures the moment a routine detainment at a gas station takes a violent turn. 38-year-old Brendan Lamonge was being detained, not arrested, for driving a stolen vehicle. Initially, he appears compliant, walking with the officer towards the patrol car. But then, in a sudden and aggressive move, he lunges for the officer's gun. A physical struggle erupts as the officer tries to maintain control. Lamonge overpowers him, forcing him into the patrol car where the fight continues inside the vehicle.
Stop right, guys! Stop right, guys! Please don't get back.
At this point, the footage cuts out, leaving much of what happens next unclear. What we do know is that the patrol car backs into a nearby McDonald's and multiple officers rush in. Gunfire erupts, and by the time Lamont is pulled from the vehicle, he is already dead. The exact cause of his death remains uncertain, as the critical moments were not captured on available body cam footage. With no clear dash cam or body cam evidence of the final moments, the case remains under investigation, and the involved officers have been placed on leave. Body cam footage often captures officers doing their jobs professionally, but sometimes it reveals something entirely different. In this case, a Texas officer appears more focused on exerting his authority than enforcing the law.
You got your driver's license insurance? Any weapons in the car I need to worry about?
No, man.
Is there any particular reason why you felt you needed to come through the parking lot like that?
I didn't think I did anything wrong. I just came over to get gas.
You were speeding and you cut through parking spaces. You know you can't do that.
Interest will be confirmed on Robert.
I didn't think I was doing anything, man.
I mean, you whooped around.
Coming to get gas.
Yep. Oh, are we gonna go back and forth, or are you just gonna?
You asked me a question. You want me to answer it or not? I'm not.
Okay. Okay. So.
I'm not kidding you either, man. I come here every day, dude.
I'm not.
I send pictures of my wife the price of the gas here every day when I come through.
Okay, look.
So anyway.
Here's the deal, man. Okay, I'm not gonna go back and forth and all that. I'm not gonna write you tickets, but the only reason I'm not writing you tickets is because I'm out of tickets right now. Okay, otherwise you would be receiving a citation.
For what? What did the citation? I'm just curious.
Disregarding traffic control device.
On private property?
Yes.
Okay.
You still can't do that. It's still illegal.
Okay.
The stop begins like any other, with the officer asking for a license and registration. However, when it comes time to issue a ticket, he claims he can't. His ticket book is empty.
So, I'm not gonna write your ticket.
I hear you, man. I understand.
I don't appreciate the attitude. Two, I get it, you're upset. Nobody likes cops pulling up on them. Nobody likes it, okay? But you know you did wrong. You know you're not supposed to cut through the parking lot. And instead of being like, oh yeah, I messed up, sorry, it won't happen again, you want to sit here and go back and forth with me, right?
There's a lot better things than this to be doing for you.
You're right. I was working on a report.
You can be over here. There's people right now running 90 miles an hour on the thing.
You want to go to jail?
So
you want to go to jail? You could go to jail for this.
You can do what you want to do. I can't stop.
I don't want to take you to jail.
No.
That is definitely a waste of my time. Okay, but the attitude is not necessary.
I agree.
That's on your part, sir. I haven't been rude to you at all.
That's fine.
I have a camera on. I can't be rude to you.
Okay. All right.
I will get in trouble. You go file a complaint. Based on my behavior, they will decide whether or not to get me in trouble. Write me up.
I'm not worried about that.
Tensions rise when the officer returns to the vehicle, engaging in a heated exchange with the driver. The officer fixates on the driver's attitude, claiming he's being disrespectful, and escalates the situation by making thinly veiled threats of arrest for reckless driving. The driver insists he hasn't done anything wrong, but in the standoff, only one of them has the power to cuff the other.
You're feeling like you should take action because maybe sometime in the future I might possibly continue to do something? Come on.
What is the law designed to do, sir?
I know you want
designed
compliance.
to stop people from doing things that they're not supposed to be doing.
I know you want voluntary compliance.
Okay, go ahead and put your hands on the back.
Wow.
1717 Drive, female. One of them may fall with a gray shirt, a white undershirt with camel pants, black hat. The other male's going to be a little bit shorter with a black shirt, black boots, fitting pants. Just kicked in the front door.
We'll do this a different way then.
I have an injury on my left arm.
Well, I mean, would you like 2 sets of handcuffs?
No, my head hurts.
Okay, we can do 2 sets of handcuffs. I know, we can do 2 sets of handcuffs.
After more arguing, the officer places the man in handcuffs and puts him in the patrol car, seemingly more out of frustration than legal necessity. Eventually, another officer arrives, and only then does the first officer actually issue the ticket.
Can I get your driver's license again?
The situation could have ended there, but the officer himself uploaded the body cam footage to his YouTube and Facebook accounts. This sparked an internal affairs investigation, ultimately leading to the citation being dismissed. A power trip caught on camera, and a reminder that if you're being recorded, maybe don't act like you aren't. One moment, this person in a blue shirt is casually filling up their gas tank. The next, they're nearly run over. Out of nowhere, a car slams into them head-on, flipping them before sending their vehicle rolling backwards from the impact. We don't hear much of what happens next, but the man in the blue is clearly not happy. From his reaction, it looks like this minor accident might turn into a full-blown gas station confrontation. This is exactly why you don't get high and drive. And this clip from Poland, a stoned driver makes a series of disastrous mistakes. First, by ripping off someone else's car door, and then by plowing straight into a gas station store. Fortunately, no one was inside when the car smashed through the storefront. But if a PSA was ever needed to discourage driving under the influence, this would be it.
So this has happened. That is some funny.
This driver didn't just leave the gas station with a full tank, he also got a free souvenir. At a red light, he suddenly jumps out of his car, realizing he forgot to remove the gas nozzle from his tank. Instead of returning it, he simply rips it out, tosses it into the back of his truck, and drives off like nothing happened. Not the most graceful way to handle it, but at least he won't be driving around with the gas hose dangling from his car.
I'm now a better person for having seen that.
Gas stations come with their fair share of unexpected surprises, but this one is truly rare. A snake was spotted slithering inside a Kansas gas station, causing quite a stir among customers. A motorist, who first noticed the reptile, captured the moment on video before reporting it to the station staff. By the following day, the snake was safely rescued. But it's safe to say that fueling up will never feel the same for those who witnessed it.
We got a call. Someone's pointing guns. This is the vehicle they gave.
No,
That's why I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I literally just got here.
I'm trying to figure out a description for the male that did this.
No, I get it, Billy.
So once they get me that, we'll...
In 2023, 34-year-old off-duty officer Michael Barreco found himself at the center of a firearm-related incident at a Circle K gas station in Albuquerque. According to the victim, Barreco used his vehicle's PA system to flash his lights and identify himself as a BCSO deputy after claiming 2 men had pointed a gun at him. When officers arrived, they spoke with the witnesses and questioned Barreco, who denied having a weapon or pointing it at anyone.
Okay, thank you.
So over here at Circle K, we're leaving Circle K and we're just out there opening your candy, getting ready to leave. And this guy, he's on a PA system and turns some lights on and says, "Get out of here! Get out of here! Take your business elsewhere." And we know what he's talking about. So then I just said, "Excuse me." I started walking like this, and he pulls his gun out on me. I said, "Get the back!" I said, "What?" He goes, "This is the sheriff's office." I said, "Whatever, dude." So he started walking, and he kept pointing a gun like this to us. He said, "Well, I'm gonna take your soul. I'm gonna take your soul from you right now." Keep tying me in this guy.
Hello, sir. My name is Officer Weather APD. Are you security here?
No, I'm just chilling.
You're just chilling? So the reason why I'm talking to you is we got a call for service about a silver Dodge, a gentleman pointing a gun at somebody else saying he's going to take a soul and doing all that. Do you mind just stepping out for me real quick so I can complete my investigation? Because this is the truck that they named. And then you're sitting inside of it. I understand that. You saw me walk around the corner. I'm just trying to do my investigation, okay? Okay, just go ahead and step on out for me. Do you have a gun or anything? No? Okay. Go ahead.
So right now we have no charges.
So like I said, we got a call. Someone's pointing guns. This is the vehicle they gave.
No,
that's why I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I literally just got here.
I'm trying to figure out a description for the male that did this.
No, I get it, Billy.
So once they get me that, we'll continue going. If they give me the description that matches you, what we'll do is we'll do a field ID of the person. That's what that's called. Is whoever our caller is will come do all that stuff and either say that's him or that's not him. Okay. You're not working security or anything?
No.
What do you do for work?
I work for the county.
You work for the county?
Yeah.
What do you do for the county?
I'm with the SO.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
So you're off duty?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's the rest of the APD?
Yep. This is Michael.
Michael?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Michael. So, just to let you know, bro, right now, you're going to be detained until further notice, just pending investigation, okay?
Okay.
So we do have to place you in handcuffs for now, okay? All right. Just until we can start some more investigation of what's going on, okay?
Yeah, it's a vest that says sheriff right there. It's got a taser, rifle mags. There's his pistol. He told me he didn't have a gun. Here's his radio. I don't see.
Damn, he might be a 34.
He might be a legit 34. But I don't see a PA system.
However, as the investigation continued, officers discovered he had lied about having a gun. More officers arrived on the scene, and Barreca was arrested, turning the situation from an off-duty cop's intervention into a full-blown legal issue. High-speed crashes are dangerous, unpredictable, and often deadly. In this footage, a speeding vehicle loses control, slamming into an orange gas station at a speed barely visible to the eye. The crash happens in an instant, with little time for reaction. The driver was suspected to be under the influence, but against all odds, survived without severe injuries. Some people really do get lucky. Some gas stations are simply in the wrong place at the wrong time. Security footage from a mobile station captures a desperate escape as a terrified man flees from an attacker, rushing inside to hide behind the counter.
Recorded line. Which
Hello, how are you, sir?
Your emergency?
Yeah, I am in mobile gas station, 816 Memorial Drive. I have
816 Memorial Drive.
Correct. Is there any apartment number, sir?
No, 816.
I understand. 816 Memorial Drive. Is there a floor
gas
or an
station,
apartment?
mobile gas station.
The mobile gas station.
Yeah. I have one came inside now, and he told me one want to shoot him, and he stay inside and he want to leave.
So this is at Memorial Drive and River Street, correct?
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Is the gentleman there?
Yeah.
Can I speak
He's
with him?
inside. He don't want to leave the gas station.
I know. Can I speak with him?
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
The store employee allows him to take cover, quickly calling 911. A few minutes later, the victim is handed the phone and, still shaken, tries to explain what happened.
Tell me what happened. Somebody took your car?
Yeah.
And what happened when they took their car?
They say that they are they did the explosion, marathon explosion. They are Muslims.
They what?
They are the suspect of the marathon explosion.
Sir, what did he say when he took your car?
Please help me, please. They have guns.
Where are they?
They are in the Shell gas station in Memorial Drive.
They were in front of the gas station?
Yeah, I just got it wrong.
But are they there now?
Yeah, please come.
And they're at the gas station?
Yes. They took my car. I don't know if they leave or not.
Did they take the car or are they still there?
They take the car. I don't know. I can't watch. I'm not there to watch.
Okay, but do they leave?
I don't know.
He struggles to articulate the situation, but one thing is clear. The people who stole his car are armed and he fears for his life. As he describes the suspect, officers arrive on the scene to de-escalate and help him out safely. A high-stress situation for everyone involved, but at least this one ended without further violence. When you run a gas station, you expect all kinds of customers, but not a bear. This young brown bear casually wanders inside as if he owns the place. He's hungry, looking for warmth, and seems unfazed by the human presence. A bold customer even smacks the bear's hind end, treating it like a rowdy dog. The bear makes himself at home, roaming around until authorities arrive. Eventually, the California Department of Fish and Wildlife steps in to safely round him up. No one was harmed, but it's a wild story for everyone involved. Literally. At first glance, this footage appears to be ordinary gas station surveillance. Nothing unusual, no cars are parked by the pumps, and everything seems quiet. But if you focus on the top right corner, where the street view is visible, the real horror unfolds. A 15-year-old girl is seen being forcibly pushed into a green van by a man. Within seconds, the van speeds off, disappearing from view. The girl's fate remains unknown, leaving behind a chilling and unanswered mystery.
He needs to go back to Iraq. Muslim peace.
This clip captures a disturbing verbal attack at a gas station, filmed directly from the employee's perspective. A furious man stands at the counter, yelling obscenities and slurs, making it clear that his anger is racially motivated.
Yeah, look. You Islamic piece of in my country. Go back to your country. Get the out of my country.
Despite the cashier remaining silent, the man continues his tirade, screaming at them to go back to their country and other offensive remarks. A shocking display of hate caught on camera. A truck driver's dashcam captures the aftermath of a devastating accident at a gas station. The wreckage of a car, completely crushed beyond recognition, sits beside the truck. The truck had been parked for a delivery when the car slammed into it at high speed, obliterating itself on impact. Strangely, while the car was left in pieces, the truck remained completely unscathed, not even a dent. A brutal reminder of the consequences of reckless driving. What started as a routine car wash at a Baton Rouge gas station quickly escalated into a deadly shootout. A random civilian just going about his day found himself in the middle of a siege and captured everything on his phone.
I saw the sheriff's car behind mine. I saw the windows get shot out of it.
This wasn't just stray gunfire. It was a targeted attack that left 3 police officers dead. As the video rolls, shots ring out while officers cautiously move across the gas station, trying to assess the threat.
He had on a ski mask, black clothes all the way down, and holding a beige-colored gun.
The man behind the camera spots the shooter. Ski mask, black clothes, beige-colored gun. He watches as a sheriff's car behind him gets riddled with bullets, the windows blown out. Panic spreads. Cop cars rush in, civilians caught in the crossfire floor their vehicles and flee. Then comes the eruption of gunfire. The man counts 25 to 30 rounds, but has no idea where they're coming from. The chaos is overwhelming.
I didn't know where the gunfire was coming from. 25, 30 rounds, and you can see me duck down into my truck and basically just drop my phone like, oh my God, this is really happening. Oh my God.
And then, silence. The gunman is down.
I heard over the announcement through one of the dispatchers, suspect is down, and that's whenever I kind of stopped filming, got everything, put my truck in drive, and just drove across a ditch and got out of there.
Without hesitating, the man jumps back into his truck, crosses a ditch, and speeds away, leaving behind a scene that feels more like a war zone than a gas station.
Following me. Ma'am, I'm just trying to tell you.
Oh, no, I have it all on tape right
No,
here.
no.
Karen logic rarely follows reason, and this clip is a perfect example. A man tries to inform a woman that she pulled out the gas pump hose, but instead of listening, she immediately starts filming and accuses him of following her.
Look, you pulled the hose out at the gas station
right,
back
sure
there. Yeah.
Open. Maybe.
Her attitude takes a sharp turn when she finally realizes her mistake. With a quick, "Okay, baby," she ends the interaction and drives off, leaving behind a classic Karen moment caught on camera.
You know what, mister? You're going to hell.
For what?
What the heck are you driving this big
Do not hit my
monstrosity gas guzzler?
Lady, I'm just trying to fill my tank up, all right?
This clip is pure comedy gold. A man is filling up his tank when, out of nowhere, a woman starts yelling at him, demanding to know why he's driving that car. Things escalate quickly when she realizes she's being filmed.
Hey, wait a minute, are you filming me?
Yeah.
You better put that away or I'm not letting you go anywhere in this big gas guzzler.
Hey, move.
No!
Now furious, she starts screaming and even claims she won't let him leave the gas station. Then comes the most absurd part. As the car horn honks, she dramatically pretends she's been hit, as if starring in her own personal soap opera.
Trying to like separate myself from him, but it's very difficult when you're married to someone who's a narcissist and alcoholic.
Sure.
And I have PTSD from prior domestic abuse issues, and I just...
Well, with nothing physical happening and everything calm right now.
Is that him?
That's the white car?
I don't know if that's him or not. Yeah, I don't know if that's him.
Does he drive a white car?
Yes, like that.
Okay.
That's a Buick.
Yeah.
This chaotic scene unfolds in Rice Lake, Wisconsin, where a 911 hang-up call leads officers to a gas station confrontation. The situation begins when a woman reports that her estranged husband, Josh, showed up unexpectedly before leaving again. While she no longer felt threatened, she made it clear that she wasn't involved. The real action kicks off when the officers track Josh down at a gas station.
You roll your window down? Hey man. Hey Josh. Hey Josh Springer. Oh, we just got called to spoke with, I believe it's your wife. You guys are separated right now. She said that there was a little incident that happened and then seen you drive by, so we figured we'd stop out here and talk to you and get your side of the story of what's going on tonight. I don't know, you want to tell me? Get outside, step out of the vehicle now. I'll let you finish it, but you're going to step out of the vehicle now, okay? Okay, I'll let you finish the cigarette. I'll let you finish the cigarette, okay? You turn the car off and step out, you can finish your smoke. Thank you. Step out of the vehicle, Josh, so we can figure out what's going on tonight. Don't reach for anything. There's none back there. Shoes? Josh, step out of the vehicle. Right now. Do not reach for anything else, Josh. Step out of the vehicle. Step out of the vehicle, Josh. Otherwise, I'm gonna break this window and drag you out of the car, okay?
Instead of complying, he locks himself inside his vehicle, refusing to surrender. Officers attempt to de-escalate the situation, but Josh won't budge.
Get out of the car! Open the door!
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Keep your hands up!
Josh, get out of the car!
With no other options, officers smash the car windows to forcibly extract him. A messy, prolonged struggle ensues, but they eventually manage to pull him out, restrain him, and place him under arrest.
Get out of the car! 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 Go now! Give me on! Give me on! Give me on! Back! Give me on!
Certainly not the kind of gas station stop anyone wants to witness. A terrifying carjacking unfolded in Wicker Park around 4 a.m. when a man filling his car up was suddenly ambushed by a group of attackers. The footage begins with the victim casually entering the gas station, seemingly unaware of the three vehicles pulling in behind him. As he pays no mind, the suspects strategically position themselves, effectively trapping him at the pump. Without hesitation, one of the attackers boldly climbs into his driver's seat. The victim rushes over to stop him, but before he can react, an accomplice attacks from behind, delivering a brutal beating as they steal his car. Luck was on his side, though. A police officer happened to drive by just moments later, allowing the victim to flag them down. The stolen car was found running just 4 blocks away and returned almost immediately. However, the carjackers managed to escape, leaving the case unsolved for now. Shoplifters often come up with creative tactics, but seasoned store clerks know how to counter them. In this CCTV footage, 2 men enter a gas station, seemingly searching for the perfect moment to strike. Their goal? Distract and trap the clerk to shoplift without risk. However, the clerk is one step ahead. Instead of falling into the trap, he weaves in and out of the aisles, confusing them with quick movements. When the moment is right, he boldly confronts them, proving that not all store clerks are easy targets. A routine store visit turns into a chaotic scene when a gas station clerk refuses to sell alcohol to a couple who were clearly intoxicated.
Hey, Brody, is you already drunk? Huh? You know we cannot sell liquor to somebody who's obviously intoxicated? Yeah. You know I ain't about to sell it to none of y'all because he grabbed it, so it's his beer. All right, have a good one. Right across the street, bitch. All right, have a good one. Stay cool.
At first, the couple seems to leave peacefully, but moments later, the woman storms back in, filled with rage.
You don't know how much I get paid, woman. All right. Let me go 17, sir.
What you say?
You got it. You're right.
You have something extra that you wanted to add?
No, ma'am.
Big ass back there?
No, ma'am.
You want me to make sure somebody in the parking lot when you get off?
Oh, I ain't worried about all that.
You
I ain't worried about that.
what?
You mad because I'm
You was
enforcing
what?
the rules?
You was what?
You mad because I'm
You was
enforcing the
gonna,
rules?
you was gonna do what? You was gonna do what though?
She throws items at the clerk, knocks over displays, and destroys everything in sight before finally leaving. A terrifying moment for the employees, but thankfully, the damage was only to the store and not to the workers themselves.
Final fight behind.
Oh my gosh! Oh my god!
It's not every day you pull up to a gas station and find a snake trapped inside the pump, but that's exactly what happened in this bizarre video. A group of customers notices the struggling reptile, its body wedged inside the pump, unable to escape. While many people stand back, unsure of what to do, one man steps forward to free the trapped snake.
Oh my dear gosh. Echo! Oh my gosh, you are one brave soul. Oh my word.
Sorry.
Oh. Oh my word.
A small but daring act of kindness, proving that heroes come in all forms, even at the gas station. Some criminals clearly don't think things through, like this would-be gas station robber who learned the hard way that not all store clerks are easy targets. The suspect smashes a window, forcing their way inside the store, expecting an easy score. but instead of compliance, they are met with fierce resistance. The situation escalates quickly, proving that fighting back is always a risk and not always the best decision.
Is there a reason why you didn't stop? Huh?
So what do you mean stop?
Didn't stop because I had my lights on, turned my siren on. I got you at 80 miles per hour.
I was not.
Yeah, I got you on camera and everything back there. I took you with the LiDAR. You were in the far left lane.
What starts as a routine traffic stop turns into a chaotic and reckless situation in Fairfield Township, Ohio on July 3, 2023. Officer Richard Roy spots a 2003 Toyota Corolla speeding at 80 miles per hour in a 55 zone and flips on his emergency lights, expecting a simple pullover.
All right, need to see your driver's license, proof of insurance.
I don't. I live right there. I
Okay.
have my twins and my kids.
Okay. Well, the kids aren't restrained. You don't have your seatbelt on.
They do.
They don't.
They do.
You can't have two people in the front seat.
I'm right there. I had to get my kids. I had to get my sister's kids. It's been a long night. I'm just trying to get home.
Well, you got to have your driver's license, proof of insurance, please.
I don't.
But the driver, 26-year-old Alicia, keeps going, finally stopping at a United Dairy Farmers gas station. As Roy approaches, he immediately realizes something is off. Alicia claims she was just trying to get home, but inside the car, he spots 6 kids, none of them in seatbelts or safety restraints. Things only get worse.
Can you step out for me? Just shut the car off and step out here. All right, just step back here.
Right in front of Circle Center. You could follow me home. I'm just trying to get home, sir.
Okay. I'm going to ask you, have you been drinking today?
Yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
I'm going to reroute you to 3341 Hamilton.
You had a beer?
Just earlier.
Squad's heading to that location. Unknown problem. Someone called.
So when was that?
Someone's bloody.
It's been about 2 hours ago.
Just one beer.
Okay, that was the...
The strong smell of alcohol lingers in the car, and Alicia admits she had a beer at a fireworks display.
Well, I'm going to run you through some tests.
Okay.
All right. Do you have anything wrong with your eyes or anything?
You are correct.
I had like 2 hours of sleep. I have twins.
I'm pulling on the driveway now.
That's understandable. I'm going to shut my lights down a little bit, and we're going to run you some tests, okay? Just stay right where you're at. This is all recorded, okay?
Great. I was an Alicia Thompson.
Affirmative.
She's showing suspended with a valid ID. She is showing that warrant. It's going to be for a traffic violation out of pickup of county of Warren to adjacent county. She also is showing a protection order.
A license check reveals that her license is suspended, and there's a warrant out for her arrest.
Do not move your head at all. Just follow the ink pen with your eyes only, okay? Can you see the ink pen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just follow it. Don't move your head. All right, you still can see it?
Yes.
6 o'clock. Good.
She fails a sobriety test and refuses a breathalyzer, leading to a laundry list of charges. OIV, operating a vehicle impaired, 6 counts of child endangerment, speeding, driving with a suspended license, failure to use seatbelts. A reckless decision that could have easily ended in disaster.
Alyssa, I'm going to have you step back here with me.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's some clues that I've seen, so I'm going to place you under arrest for OVI, okay? And we're going to take care of the kids. We'll get those taken care of, okay?
Wait.
So I'm going to need you to place your hands behind your back, okay?
Wait.
And then I'm going to... And then child endangering.
A late-night call led Albuquerque police to a Valero gas station, where a mysterious vehicle had been parked for several hours. Upon arrival, they found the driver passed out in the seat, surrounded by alcohol bottles.
Hey man, APD, he's away. Albuquerque police. APD. APD man. Just... you step out of the car for me, man, you're not in trouble. Don't even try to start it. Yeah, you're not in trouble. Well, there, of course, what's going on, man? You okay? Okay. Just stand up, get out. You're not in trouble. Just stand up and get out. Just want to have a seat for me on the car real quick, man? I'm not going to have a seat. You're not going to have a seat? All right, so why do you have open containers in the vehicle? Drop the safe. You're obviously drunk. What the hell are you doing?
I'm going through a hard time.
I can see that. Why do you think this is a good idea to do that, though? You realize you could hurt someone doing this. You could hurt yourself.
I'm not hurting anybody.
You're drunk.
Realizing the man was intoxicated, officers asked him a few questions and suggested he call someone to pick up his vehicle since he was in no condition to drive.
So, sir, is there someone that can come pick your car up for you?
Yeah, there's someone right down the street.
Yeah, what you want permission?
Oh,
Did you call them?
I can.
Where's your phone?
I'm not going to call him.
Oh, so you're gonna drive drunk?
I'm not going to drive drunk.
And when you get here, what's the plan?
I can't call him. There is a weapon in my trunk.
No. Grab your phone and come back out.
Yes, sir. 156. Heading on to 85.
Number 2357.
Gun!
The situation was not an arrest, nor was the vehicle being impounded. However, tensions escalated. When the man asked to retrieve his phone from the car, officers allowed it. But once inside, he began rummaging through the passenger side compartments. That's when an officer called out a warning. He was reaching for a gun. Within moments, all three officers on scene opened fire, killing the man instantly. In 2010, Robert Alvarez and Darnell Raz entered a Circle K convenience store in Green Acres, Florida, armed with a rifle and a handgun. What makes this case especially disturbing is that they executed both store clerks, all for just $71. The entire robbery only lasted 55 seconds, but before fleeing, the two coldly murdered the employees without hesitation.
I'll get you that other.
They ain't spitting it, did it?
Come on now, man. You might do like that, but we ain't.
I don't do no like that, bro. That's disgusting and disrespectful.
I agree.
No like that,
I agree. Why would they
like
do that
spitting in
shit?
someone's face. I don't do no like that, man.
Hold on, man. I gotta put the cuffs in front of him.
Don't stand up.
They double up.
Hold the door. Boy, yeah.
That's my cup key. I'm waiting. Is that okay?
I ain't gonna do nothing, man. Go ahead, look. Get the photo out.
We're all good then.
Okay.
We're all adults here.
Y'all
are
adults
crazy.
Okay, I just don't like
Well, we weren't out there, okay? You know that.
There ain't else out there, dude. You know what I mean?
This is a total different project here. Get your water, sit down, be cool.
The footage focuses on Alvarez's police interrogation, where he appears calm and emotionless, casually asking for water as if he feels no remorse.
You got a handcuff key. We're gonna put the cuffs in front of you, okay?
You can put them wherever you want. You feel me? You got me locked. Shit, I can't go nowhere, so.
So I got a search warrant for you, okay?
Okay, I want to know what everything's.
Okay. Search warrant's for your DNA.
Okay, my DNA for what?
Okay. Well, I'm not done. I'm gonna tell you about
All
it.
right.
So the DNA is all it is a swab. You're gonna put it in your mouth. You're gonna rub it around. You're gonna put it back in an envelope.
Oh,
okay, you got it?
No, I'm not trying to. I don't want no DNA. I'm not trying to do that.
Well, you have to.
Why I have to?
We got a search warrant. It's a court order.
So just take me to jail then?
No. We're taking your saliva and we're pulling hair out of your head.
How? How you can do that?
When officers request a DNA sample, he initially refuses, stating he'd rather go to jail. He even tries to paint himself as a victim, though the evidence says otherwise.
cameras and shit, dog.
Hell yeah, there's cameras. You know that. After my boy, showing that I ain't beating you up.
No, I don't fuck with all these cameras. I'm fucking other people. Dog. You straight, you being straight. You feel me? Put some police the outside, dog. I don't fuck with police regardless, dog. Cause they were trying to fuck me over on some.
Like on what?
Look, man, I just don't. Police.
I don't know you. I don't know you.
Okay, shit.
You don't know me.
I know the police. I can get another cup of water if that's great with you.
Yep. I'll get you a cup of water. What's that say? Struck?
Death struck.
What's that mean?
And death struck. When I was young, I felt like death struck. Just how I said.
You mean you think you're gonna die?
Yeah, like you death struck, like goes your way.
One chilling moment comes when detectives ask about his death stroke tattoo. Alvarez explains that, as a child, he felt like the world was against him, and his mentality was shaped by negativity.
Have you done hair standards before?
No.
Yeah.
You had hair pulled out of your head?
Yeah, I've been told y'all this. They did all this before I went to my program.
How, when you were young, you mean?
I just got out.
When did you get out?
8 months ago.
Eventually, he agrees to the DNA test, but his cold demeanor throughout the interrogation remains one of the most unsettling aspects of the case.
I'm in Coda. Because I don't know why are we being asked if we have guns?
Well, stop right there. First off, you're driving without any taillights. Second off, we keep getting reports of people stealing packages off the porches. Where all these boxes come from?
We were building gingerbread houses. I got them at the recycling. I just stopped right there and got some.
From where?
Right there where I just passed the police at.
This bizarre traffic stop in Baraboo, Wisconsin starts with a routine violation. 26-year-old Taylor Nicole DeBella was pulled over for driving without taillights, a minor issue, but things quickly take a turn. Officers notice a pile of packages in her car and start asking questions. Her excuse? She was building gingerbread houses and had picked them up from a recycling bin. Suspicious, to say the least.
He's underage. He's only 15.
Okay. So when we go watch these videos from all the Ring cameras of people stealing off the porches, is it going to be him? Because he's wearing a mask just like the person in the video.
No, that's because he keeps his hair down.
So he's wearing a ski mask because he
And
wears
it's
his hair
cold
down?
outside. Yes, it's cold.
He's in a car. Why would he be in?
He's the one who does my deliveries.
Do you have a driver's
for
license
me.
on you?
No, sir. My mom does. Can I please just have her?
No, what's your name?
Taylor.
Pat's a bit of beauty. Yeah, no bad.
Mommy, please come here.
The real story starts unraveling fast. Police had been receiving reports of stolen packages in the area, and now it all makes sense. To make things even weirder, there's a 15-year-old in a ski mask sitting in the back seat. As the situation escalates, Taylor panics, growing visibly anxious and pleading for her mom.
At this point, go ahead and step out for me. Put your phone right there for me.
Mommy,
Put your phone right
what's
there.
going on?
You're being detained as well.
Mommy!
Put
No,
your-
Mommy, go to my house. Come get my phone.
Put your hands together.
My boyfriend, my dogs.
Put the back of your hands
Can you
together.
message my mom my location, please?
She doesn't need your location.
Yes, she does.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
All right, well then she don't need to know.
Mommy, please come give me a...
With multiple stolen items in her car and a minor involved, what started as a routine stop suddenly became much more serious. This footage captures a terrifying explosion at a gas station in Saudi Arabia on May 15, 2022. The fire erupts suddenly, sending flames and debris sky high, turning the station into an inferno within seconds. Given that the country is rich in petroleum, the irony isn't lost. But thankfully, the area was empty at the time and no one was injured. A spectacular yet catastrophic display of just how fast things can go wrong at a fuel station.